Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is between Semper and Bioice on Ruins of Seras. So this is from Team Ascension, sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com, and let's go ahead and introduce the players. In the top right of Ruins of Seras, we have the yellow Terran player. It is Semper, representing Team Gravity. And in the top left of Ruins of Seras, we have the pink Zerg player representing Team Ascension. It is Bioice. Alright, so this is GM level stuff here from the pro team of Team Ascension. Doing double extractor trick here is Bioice to give himself 16 workers out of the available 14 supply. Just a neat little trick you can do as Zerg to get a good worker count advantage over your opponent temporarily. Obviously, once Semper gets mules, he'll be able to catch up fairly quickly if he wants to, but in the meantime, he's working on his barracks that he needs to do. Also has a supply depot there. Hatch first, coming out here from Bioice, and ka-ching! There it goes. The question is, will Bioice end up getting an extractor before the pool or the other way around? We're going to keep track of that one. It looks like he is not indeed going for the extractor very, very quickly. Continuing to work up to that count of 200 minerals or more. He's going 3 hatch before pool here. He's sending down an overlord to scout out that area. It looks like it might be. No, instead going for the spawning pool. And then into an extractor. Maybe. I mean, there are such things as gasless openings for Zerg. They just make me very, very nervous. Very, very nervous for the Zerg in that situation, especially if Semper is going to go for a Reaper. And it looks like he might be based on the timing of the gas here. And yes, Reaper on the way from the yellow Terran player heading on out. Drone scouting to see what's coming his way. And actually going to scout the correct way right off the bat. So he might... Oh, wait. Wait, oh, he is going for a third hatch here. So pool into third hatch. So hatch, pool, third hatch from Bioice, which seems a little bit greedy. Can he hold this Reaper? I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a Reaper just straight win a game for Terran. They're usually more of a scouting unit. Maybe getting 1 or 2 kills is what they expect to see, but I don't know. This might be a more effective Reaper than we expect to this point in the StarCraft 2 universe. Or at least Legacy of the Void. I guess Reapers might have been a little bit more effective back in Wings of Liberty just because they were a new unit. People didn't really know how to handle them. I remember seeing a lot of like just the 2-Rax Reaper or even a 5-Rax Reaper back in the day that just melted Zerg's faces until Roach speed, or rather Roach range, was increased. They became much more effective at that point. So here comes the Reaper. Again, 2 Lings not quite enough. You only have about 4 to deal with this. Kitty at Charge not hitting much of anything there, but actually taking hits from the Lings, and good job moving the wounded Ling back there. The Reaper forced it back on out. Is going to try to kill some of these Lings. No, not able to do it. And there's the Queen. Injects first. KD8 charge, knocking her forward, actually assisting a little bit in her base defense. And yes, the Reaper to come back out here, going to be healed up by combat drugs. Semper's working on a factory back home as well as a command center. So he's expanding. He's getting a factory. He's getting a reactor. Probably going to go for Hellions after this. Very, very standard opening indeed from our friend Semper. Bioice, on the other hand, does he still not have any gas? This is a completely gasless opening. So you can do this as a Zerg player. Kitty charge, whee! You could do this as a Zerg player if you get a lot of queens. You need so many queens to do this because slow Lings are not useful in most situations. Especially if Hellions are coming. Slow Lings and queens, I'm just not sure if it's enough. Yeah, so press 1 on your keyboards if you think that Bioice can hold this off, having not taken his gas until 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, especially since there are Hellions coming. If Semper decides to attack, Semper, go attack. You didn't see any speedlings. You saw nothing to worry about. Go do it. Oh, Semper, his delay might be costing him here. The reason you open gasless as Zerg is to just get up that mineral count, get up that worker count to where you want it to be, 34 to 30 right now compared to his Terran opponent. Just an easy way to do it, to saturate all of your bases very quickly. If you have workers on gas early on, it's fewer workers getting minerals, and it's slower to saturate these type of bases. He got that hatchery so fast. Now he's able to actually get workers onto it a lot faster than he would be able to normally. So there's the Roach Warren. Semper's just playing so defensively. I know he's boosting out with the medevac right now, but I feel like he lost an opportunity. Semper is going for a Liberator. I'm not sure what Bioice has to deal about that. He definitely has Queens, but you'd almost want Ravagers to deal with those. Maybe some Corruptors too. Here come the Hellions. They drop on into this base. They force the full evacuation of all of the workers here. They're trying to split, but not especially well. Oh man, they're trying to fight. No, the Lings come in to try to deal with this again. Slow Lings just getting absolutely melted. 6-7 drones have been killed. The Queen trying to get that medic. No, the medevac survives with 6 hit points remaining. killing another drone that pops up in the wrong place, in the wrong neighborhood. And the Queens do manage to force the Hellions away, but 8 drones, blah. 8 drones and 6 Lings killed by 4 Hellions. That is a fantastically effective use of the Hellion unit here from Semper. Well done. So the Hellion heads back on home. The Liberator, though, sneaking around the long way. Doesn't want to go up here, go over the creep, get spotted by Bioice. Going to try to sneak down this very, very long path to avoid any overlords that might be here as well. And actually, there we go. I was going to say, you might want to start heading back to the Zerg base eventually, good sir. Or madam. As Liberators, maybe heading up north. What is here? There's a Spore Crawler, but it's not really positioned adequately to deal with the Liberator. And here we go, setting up that Defender mode circle. Run. Great reaction time from Bioice. Getting those drones out of there. No, just kidding. To end up killing. Oh, good angle from the Queen, though. Meanwhile, an attack up here with Hellions is roasting up all of these workers, too. There's only a Spore Crawler. No Spine Crawler at all. So many dead drones. Oh, the massacre. And boom. It gets cleaned up. The Liberator taking more shots. There are those Ravagers I was talking about. Corrosive Bile being tossed on down. Is it enough to kill the Liberator? Yes. Good job there by Bioice taking down that Liberator. But look at this. 20 drones. 20 drones have been killed so far in this game. Bioice is still up 57 to 49, mind you. Still able to re-drone up despite all of the death and decay that he has experienced. Double Evolution Chamber coming up too. Terran player is working on barracks, more barracks. Has a couple tanks. Whoa, a lot of medevacs, a lot of Marines coming up here too. So very standard bio play with a couple tanks mixed in. I'm not sure that's going to be very heavy for Semper. Semper actually only has a tank and 10 Marines to this point. That is it. Surprising. Surprisingly few units here, but that wall is very hard to break unless you come at it with Ravagers and Roaches, which, you know what, Bioice might be doing. Although, you know what? Semper was able to kill so many drones. Maybe he feels like he's ahead. Maybe he feels like he's going to keep Bioice on his back foot for a while. Ling comes in and actually might delay. Nope. Not going to delay the landing of this orbital command. The tank takes care of that. 1 kill. It is a recruit tank, and he can go home and tell his parents about the time he killed a Zergling with his tank. Be very proud of that. Stimpack just now finishing up here for Semper. Lings. Couple Ravagers, couple Roaches is really all there is right now for Bioice. It is 61 to 55 total workers. And holy Banelings, 14 Banelings morphing in. Centrifugal hooks coming in for Bioice too. What is that? That is ground carapace plus 1 melee attack and a spire. Is Bioice going more of a traditional Ling Baneling Muta play? He may very well be. He may. So here come the Marines and the medevacs. Lings are holding this like a watchtower to see what is coming their way. They might end up dead, though, because I think Semper wants that first. However, if the Banelings on creep can catch them... No, not on creep. You do not want to engage these without speed if you're off creep. Instead, maybe going up here. No, the tanks scare them off. 2 tanks, actually. 2 tanks enough to make them fear for their lives. Here come the medevacs heading on down. They're going to try to sneak again into the main base, taking much of the same path the Liberator did. But look at this. Heading back up. Bioice knows what's going on. He says, nuh-uh. I saw medevacs, I saw Marines, I know what that means. I'm going to get dropped in my main. So here come a ton of Banelings. Melee attack level 1 and Carapace level 1 just about to finish. Big attack of Marines and some medevacs heading up to the north. A drop on here at the 4th base, actually. Surprise! Well, not expecting that, were you, Bioice? So leaving some units on the top here. Very good choice. Can they take down the hatchery? I don't know. Muta's flying on in. Can they take down the medevacs? I don't know, but actually forcing them to retreat. They don't like the odds here at all. Dropping the Marines to deal with the Mutas. Lings come rolling in, though, and actually starting to take these guys down. Baneling hits on all the Marines. Oh, the Marine pickup time is not fast enough, and both medevacs are going to get taken down. Oh, boy. Can the medevac get caught? Yes, the boost wears off. The medevac is destroyed. Most of the Mutas head on back home. The Marines ready to go here, ready to rock. Again, no spine crawlers at this base. Is the Queen going to die? She is not. She does get saved by some Banelings. I think one Marine got dropped down just to force a Baneling to explode. 1 Marine for 1 Baneling is a fair trade for any Terran player. He'll take that. No questions asked. So it is 144 to 134. Total supply. Bioice is up. He has Lings. He has Mutas. He's ready to rock. He has a lot of Mutalisks here rolling into this base. There's a single missile turret. Is it enough to hold off these Mutas? It is definitely not. Missile turret ends up dead. There's another turret here too. Can he get the refinery? Slowing down gas production for Terran is very good. And no, not quite able to yet, but the Muta count continuing to get higher. 16 Mutas. 16 mutas there. Infestation Pit coming up. +2/+2 on those ground units for Bioice, those ground melee, and +1 flyer attack on the way for the mutas too. So he's definitely going more of a standard HOTS type style. Mutas come rolling in. Oh, they could have maybe caught a siege tank there if they wanted to. The Marines were not quite in position to defend that. But Bioice says, all right, you want to move out? I'm going to come in and kill your stuff. How's that sound? Seems like a fair trade, says Semper. I will kill your stuff. No, just kidding. I'm going to come back. Please don't kill my stuff. These Marines in perfect position to defend against the mutas coming on in. Anything to defend the south side. Some Widow Mines and Thors. Good choices against mutas. Creep spread. Can it finish creeping and spreading? Nope. Gets taken down by the scan and the Marines and the tanks, but here comes a big, whoa, huge swarm here rolling in. The tanks getting surrounded. Banelings crashing on top of everything. All the tanks die except for the ones that pick up and run away. So actually getting saved there fairly well by Semper. Able to save 3 of the tanks and put them into defensive position. Thor is here too. Widow Mines ready to go. They want to explode on those mutas so bad. They want to kill Lings. They want to kill Banelings. That is what they are produced and made to do. We'll have to see if they can actually get any good Widow Mine hits or not. Vehicle plating level 1 finishing. Infantry weapons level 2 drilling claws and flyer attacks level 1 all completing at the same time thanks to our Game Heart interface. This game was apparently played on the Game Heart custom interface, which is so nice. Or custom map, rather. Gives me such good information here. Hive on the way for Bioice. Semper working on vehicle weapons level 1. Alright, so here come the Marines. Not fully engaging, I'd say. They're trying to bait units back onto these Widow Mines, actually. Oh boy. Oh boy, Widow Mine shots! Yes, catching a ton of stuff. Good shots from the Thors, too. Nicely done, Widow Mines. Where's that one that shot? 24 kills! Wow! That's just so painful. So painful for Zerg players. These guys all get hit by that Widow Mine, too. It looks like they might have. They all have similarly low levels of health. Or the Thor hit them with the Javelin missile launchers. Is that what they're called again? Yep, Javelin missile launchers. Lings coming in again. Banelings crashing in, destroying a ton of Marines. Yeah, again, not great reaction time. Widow Mine shot catching the Banelings? No. It does not. It does not catch the Banelings, but the Marines were able to kill a bunch of them anyway before they'd explode on top of their friends. It's kind of the Marines' worst nightmare to see Banelings coming at you. You try to shoot them so they explode far enough away from you that they don't kill you and your buddies. The range on that explosion is not super big, but large enough. Marines coming in here again. Really loves threatening this third base, does Semper. Is he going to get the hatch? He might try to do it. These Lings are going for a counterattack way down south. The Mutaflock, very big too, going to fly on in. There's nothing to defend against this, but he might actually end up losing his third. So many drones are getting killed, but similarly, getting the missile turret. And is it enough to actually, it might be enough to kill these Marines. Yes, the mutas are enough to kill the Marines. A big Ling attack on top of everything. Bunkers are ending up falling here. Can they kill supply depots? They're trying to kill maybe this Ghost Academy. Nope. Not able to do it. The mutas are trying to kill more stuff. More Marines keep showing up, though, and forcing them to focus on that. A lot of SCVs are dying. A lot of drones are dying. It is tit for tat right now. Haymaker versus Haymaker. 22 SCVs were killed. It is now 44 to 49 harvesters. Bioice is losing ground here on that worker count. Heading south are the mutas, and this small Baneling Roach Ravager army defending as well as they can this fourth base. Not trying to retake the third. There's a lot of resources left here. I don't know what that's all about. The mutas continuing to fly around and just make nuisances of themselves against Semper. A lot of Thors here, a lot of missile turrets. Oh, was that a Widow Mine shot? Might have been. But more and more workers keep getting killed. Marines that come to try be a little bit brave ahead of their comrades do end up getting killed there too. And it is 44 to 46 harvesters. So Bioice is trying to even up that worker count. He recognizes he's lost a ton of drones. It's not a good feeling as Zerg when that happens. But if he can even that out and kill a ton of SCVs on his own, Widow Mine shots. Nope, not quite there. Not quite there. But again, picking off individual workers where he can, but losing mutas too. Not being as careful with those mutas as you would like to see. APM for these players basically even. About 278, 280 average for both of these dudes. Ultras on the way for Bioice. Semper is actually getting ghosts. I don't see any in production, and I don't see any on the ground yet. But as soon as he sees those ultras, he needs to definitely go for the ghosts, as it is the correct decision. Heading south are the mutas. Widow Mine shot. Oh, does catch a Mutalisk there. Getting some shots on that. Orbital Command, you're never going to kill it with your DPS, dudes. I'm sorry, not going to happen. Here come the ultras, though, and it's so Marine heavy. Ugh, so Marine heavy for Semper. Not looking good at all. One Ultra does die. Pretty good stutter stepping here from Semper, but the Thor ends up dying. Here comes the Rage. A lot of Ultras are here. How many? 7? 7 Ultras coming on in with 7 armor. Again, Marines are not the answer. If you can take down this Ghost Academy, it'd be very, very nice indeed. And you can't quite do it. Is really getting distracted by other stuff, including huge groups of Marines that just don't do enough damage to Ultras to take them down very, very fast. But here come the Ghosts. They do have this steady targeting ability that does a lot of damage. There they are, steady targeting. Trying to focus down these Ultras. Ultras are getting very low on health. The Muta's mixed on in here too. A lot of Marines are getting killed though. There's that steady targeting. And can this single Ultra do enough to actually kill this group of Marines that are fast, but very, very low on health? Does the stim wear off? Widowmine shot 1, 2 does take it down. A lot of Mutas dying here too, but trying to kill as many SCVs as Zergly possible. And the Mutas fly out. That was intense. That was really scary for Semper, but he held on. He had Ghost popping out just at the right second. It's 121 to 118 total supply. Resources lost tab right now. 15,000 as some Widowmines set up on this base. 800 minerals lost for Bioice. 5,100 gas. 15,000 minerals and 2,200 gas lost for Semper. Widowmine is still here, guys. Be careful about that. It only has 4 hit points, but, oh, Overseer going to clean that out. No big deal. Lings again trying to get into a counterattack, but there are Marines waiting for that one. Overlord scouting things out. Does see this planetary fortress here, and both players just kind of sit back licking their wounds. They've lost a lot of stuff. 37 drones versus 39 SCBs have been killed in this game. Semper's also lost 2 Thors, 4 tanks, 151 Marines, and a Ghost. Bioice, on the other hand, 9 Ultras. He made 9 Ultras in that attack, and every single one of them, well, maybe not every single one of them died, but a lot of them died here. I think this one survived with 1 kill. To his name, Transfuse, being used by the Queens on that Ultra to keep him alive. Marine trying to hold the Zelnaga Watchtower. Going to see some Zerglings streaming past, and actually coming from the south here too. Zerglings trying to make themselves useful. It's kind of hard to do against the Terran with this composition, but if you can keep the Terran in his base because he's worried about Ling counterattacks, that's really worth their weight in gold there. A Marine dies, holding the tower, forcing this army back away from the Zerg player, and now they're all going to die, so that's not as useful. I think they actually might have killed a Marine there, but either way, Semper's okay. I mean, he's lost a ton of workers, but he does have a planetary fortress there. He does have a drop of Marines getting cleaned up by a single Ultra here. 8 kills on that Ultra. He is a Slayer. And this base coming up for Semper too. So both players are starting to expand out to the edges here. Mutas take down a single Marine trying to defend this base with his life, and he does. He defends it for about half a second and then kind of loses it there, but Infestor, Ultra, Queen, Ravager, Overseer. For Bioice, a whole ton of Marines with +3/+3 upgrades. Ghosts here too with that same +3/+3 because they are also Bio. Armor on the Infestor is only +2. He's not getting that +3 for Ground Carapace, which would give him 8 armor, which is even better against Marines, but I suppose Bioice knows what he's doing. Transferring some of his drones down to this newly created expansion. Hopefully they'll get there in time. Marine trying to take down Extractor all by his lonesome, so he can write home and tell his friends about that. But nope, not going to make it home. Never going to tell that story. A scan here at this base does see it's up and running. That's not what Semper wants to see. Widowmines burrowing in front, going to catch they do catch an Ultralisk. Fungal missing everything mostly there. Widowmine shots, a lot of Widowmine shots, but the Ultras don't really care much. I mean, they take some low health, but there are some Queens here throwing on Transfuses, which is nice. A drop over here. Oh, the Marines, the +3/+3 Marines, going to actually force a kill on this hatch. Does not get canceled. No. Here comes the steady targeting, though. Going to be used to great effect. Look at the range on that thing. Sniping down an Ultra from so far away. That is so impressive. From those Ghosts, a single Thor here, spreading his units as best he can. Here is Semper. Is there any Fungal available? Yes, Fungal being dropped down in most of these units here. That does prevent steady targeting from being used, but these Ghosts are not fungled. They are not fungal. They can use steady targeting fairly darn quickly. The cooldown on this thing is not long, but it does cost energy. So now on top of the Ghosts, oh, you can't afford to lose these Ghosts. The Ultras are rolling on top of everything here. They are not dying very quickly at all. These high ground units doing a great job trying to snipe these suckers down, but no, not going to happen. The Marines are trying to even up the odds, but there's a huge Zerg army inside their base. Fungal taking down Marines. Haven't seen that in a while. Just taking them down all by their lonesome. Ghost Academy is a big target for you, Semper, or Bioice. You should take it down. The Marines and the Marauder behind enemy lines with a single medevac to their names, getting picked up, boosted out to different areas to attack. Good micro on display here from Semper, and yeah, it is 142 to 128 total supply. A bunch of queens end up dead. The Marine trying to run, or the Ultra trying to run too, dodging a fungal growth there. These guys are still alive. This is like 300, man. This is Spartans against the oncoming horde, and yeah, their time is over, just like in 300. It's not enough. It slowed things down. It did some damage, but it didn't actually end up completely winning the war for our Terran player, but that was a pretty cost-effective little drop there. How many workers have been killed thus far? 51 drones versus 55 SCVs. Again, haymakers being traded. Both players just punching each other in the face as hard as they can. It's 162 to 151 total supply. Semper, SCV killing a Zergling there. Zergling trying to kill all those people by himself. Not going to happen. SCVs are not exceptionally strong, but they're stronger than that. A fungal with Ultra combination here. Very, very good indeed. There's the scan. Widowmine shots taken down in Ultra. It's pretty low in health already, though. The Ultra is trying to come on in. Are there any fungals being tossed down, getting kited back much very quickly? Here is our friend Semper. And the Ultras can't really find an angle in which to attack here. Two Ultras on this side, Ultras on the top here. Now there are some fungals being thrown down. The Ultras are still alive. Are they enough to actually take down this base? The Ghost Academy does get destroyed. Ultralisk here with 13 kills. This is a Ravager. No Overseers with this army, though. The Widowmines might be able to enough to take down these Ultras as necessary. A fungal does catch all of those Marines, and now the Ultra can sit right there and just absolutely cleave them in two with those Kaiser Blades. Very low on health, though. Both these Ultras are going to die, and they do. These ones are still alive down here, though. The SCVs are huddled in a corner, praying that the end does not come. Stay alive, Ling. Stay alive, SCVs. We believe in you. We're going to clean up these Ultras. Say the Marines and Marauders, just tell us where the naughty Ultras are. We got this. We cleared it out. Sorry about all your friends. Why don't you go ahead and long distance mine for now? It's 144 to 89 total supply. Bioice is in the lead here. There's 4 more Ultras in production. How many ghosts are there? None. No ghosts and none in production either for Semper. That's a mistake, Semper. If there are this many Ultras that you're seeing, you need ghosts so bad. So bad. But otherwise, I mean, it's working. It's working for Bioice. Let's see. He has lost 24 Ultras, which is not great, but he's killed 288 Marines, 7 Ghosts, 4 Marauders. Only 4 Marauders at this point. This is a very, very Marine-heavy composition from Semper. And again, not the answer against Ultras. It's really not. Can they catch this Ultra and kill him before he gets to the safety of the creep? It doesn't matter. He turns around to fight anyway and still alive. Oh, is that a Widowmine shot that killed his own stuff? Oh, hold up. We're backing up on that one. Not sure what it looked like. I was paying attention to another part of the screen, but... Alright, so the Ultras come back on in. The Widowmines burrow themselves right here, and... Oh! The Lings were right on top of those Marines. And the Widowmine shot came in, killed the Lings, but also killed a bunch of Marines there, too. Ouch. Ouch. Just brutal. Lings come on into this completely unprotected base, and that's it. Semper with a GG. Semper's defeated. Bioice is victorious, and Semper has left the game. Wow, so well played by our Zerg player, well played by our Terran player. I feel like he did everything right except that he stopped making ghosts. In Legacy of the Void, you really can't handle Ultras as Terran unless you have the ghosts. Marauders, fairly good, but especially not with just Marines and Widowmines. Not good at all. Either Liberators. Okay, Liberators are also good, just because they're air-to-ground units with that Defender mode. 85 damage per hit hits a lot, even if you're an Ultra. So a lot of Liberators can do it for you, especially if you have some ghosts mixed in. But if you don't have either of those units, you're really not going to beat a Zerg player who knows what they're doing if they have those Ultras. So that was it. That was the end of the game. Bioice takes the victory and does Team Ascension proud. All right, so that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.